to the show, by the way, Jessica.
Thank you.
I want to talk a little bit about valuables here on the show. And is there a limit on the policies for payments for valuables?
Absolutely. So that's something that we want people to be aware of. They may need to put a rider or a special articles floater on their policy because there's a very small limit for those possessions.
Right, usually around $2,500, something like that. Well, the diamonds that most of our clients have can get past that pretty quickly. So what would you need? Maybe an appraisal?
Mm-hmm. Yep, an appraisal, 3 to 5 years, depending on the company. That's all you really will need.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, the diamonds that our clients have include a Gemological Institute of America, GIA certification.
Okay, so then you're covered.
Yeah, which is the Super Bowl of appraisals. So it makes you feel real protected, and that's a key. I know that several of my clients that have a lot of assets try to mitigate the cost of their policies by carrying a high deductible. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on that, Jessica?
I mean, I personally think it's a good idea. I like to tell people maybe not over $5,000, but anything for the all other perils up to $5,000, which is what some people consider high, I think is good because you're going to get charged that 10% for the next 3 to 5 years if you make a claim under that amount. So you may end up paying more,
right?
You know, and you're also going to pay less in premiums with a higher deductible.
The higher deductible, okay.
Right.
Well, there's ways to manage that, and the key is when you're counseling with clients and you get them in a situation where they've told you what they need to cover, and you know their cash flow. Sometimes that can work in their favor.
It can.
It really can. I know it does for my personal portfolio. But what's another thing? We could lower the cost by having a home security system.
We could.
And do you walk through people on how to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's relatively easy. Even your cable company, your power company are starting to offer bundles like that for having a relatively inexpensive home security system, and that gives you a big credit on your insurance policy. You're going to need to give us that certificate, but other than that, you know, it could save you anywhere from $100 to $600 a year.
Mm-hmm. Well, that adds up. That's money right back in your pocket, right back in your pocket, so that definitely helps. And in the worst case scenario, let's say folks did have a claim, and they always tell, you know, I guess these insurance companies, captive and otherwise, say it's all about the claims paying record.
Right.
And do you have a system that kind of streamlines that pretty well?
Yeah, we do. More importantly, though, than just the system, is we have a backup system for our files in case there was a storm here. Obviously, we're on the coast.
Yeah.
If all the records were destroyed here, that's not really going to help.
Right.
So we have a streamlined process. It's on our website, but we also have our files all backed up through a company in Texas.
Right.
So, you know, we couldn't both be hit here in Texas, I wouldn't think.
That's true. It's hard to mess with Texas, but I really was enthralled when you told me about that, because I'm all about having a plan B in my practice. And yes, if we got hit with a devastating storm here on the coast, of course, Grand Strand Insurance Services is located convenient right here on the Grand Strand, close to my offices. And if they got damage there as well, it would automatically default over to a central part in Texas where everything could be worked at.
Right. Our website would still be running, all the systems and the access to claims. The people would still have access to all of that information and be able to report that and get those handled in a timely fashion.
Right, right.
So.
Well, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
We're looking forward to hearing you speak, of course, in a wider context at our seminars coming up. Folks, if you want to hear Jessica speak about insurance, here's a toll-free number that we're going to put up on the screen for you. This toll-free number is open basically 24 hours a day for you to call. The toll-free number is 1-800-503-9931, and of course there's Jessica's phone number and her website as well at of course her firm, Grand Strand Insurance Services. Once again, we're going to put the seminar phone number up there for you because her material at the seminar is longer than what we have time for here at the show in more detail as well. 1-800-503-9931, and of course you can reserve online at northstarnavigator.com. NorthstarNavigator.com, of course, has a lot of information on the website for you to go to, and you can completely register for our events and just hit submit. You don't have to talk to anybody to do that. So again, it's all about insurance. It's all about Jessica here coming on the show. A very busy young person. I appreciate you doing that. And we'll be back with more here on Retire Right TV. Are you risking it all? What happens when the bull market is done with its run? It's a great opportunity to call the following number and learn how to retire right. It's 1-800-503-9931. That's 800-503-9931 to reserve. Or you can reserve online at NorthstarNavigator.com. A must-attend event for retirees are those that hope to be retired soon. Make sure that you get out your phone and call today. What's your exit strategy? You deserve to come out to this next exciting seminar hosted by Northstar Financial Advisors at Chestnut Hill, Wednesday, September the 18th, 4 o'clock start. 1-800-503-9931. That's 800-503-9931, or reserve online, NorthstarNavigator.com. Yes, you can retire right. All right, folks, it's Retire Right TV, and when we were talking just off camera here, we were talking about our seminar coming up and all the world events that are unraveling right now, internationally as well. You know, one of the biggest things that's at threat is your IRA. That's that money that you put together over time, and is probably one of the biggest assets that you've got if you're close to retirement. It's in mutual funds. It could be in variable annuities, one of the favorite things that brokers like to sell, that are full of fees and risk. When the market goes down, guess what happens to your money? When you come out to the seminar, to hear Jessica, of course, speak about how to save money on insurances for your house and your car and your boat and your RV and your umbrella, you're going to hear me talk about how to protect the money from the broker. Don't go broke with your broker. Listen, we have faced market corrections, and guess what time of the year they mostly come to hunt? It's the month of October. You know, it's the truth. Look it up. And Washington is coming back into session. Of course, by the time you watch this show, Congress will be back, the president, and they'll be butting heads over a lot of issues. We don't even have a budget in this country. And what is your exit strategy when you retire? You want to leave into retirement with all the money that you came in for. You don't want to lose the money. If you've been working 12, 15 years, more than that, these are the kinds of people that will come out to my seminar. And we absolutely appreciate you coming out. And when you see our dream team, speaker after speaker talking about accounting and taxes, just a quick question. Do you think taxes are going up or down in America? We're about to cross a debt threshold of $17 trillion. Has anyone watching this show ever seen $1 trillion? I know I haven't. That's a lot of money out there, and now the president is asking for more through the expansion of the debt ceiling. It's going to affect the markets. It's going to affect the credit rating in the United States, and you've got to have your money protected ahead of time. It's like Jessica says, you've got to have the right policy. Don't call in the middle of a hurricane. Well, folks, we have a financial hurricane coming this way real soon. Here's the number on the screen. We're going to put it up here. You need to call this number and book to come out to our events. It's Tuesday, September the 10th, and Wednesday, September the 18th, Chestnut Hill, right on Restaurant Row. And of course, you can reserve online at NorthstarNavigator.com. Great website there for your financial education. Knowledge is power. And what we do is deliver that through my radio show, which is on every Saturday at 9:30. You can catch that by going onto the website as well. And of course, this show that you're watching right now. So with that in mind, we've got some other guests coming on the show as we get into the busy parts. Summer's over now. We hope you had a great summer, and we look forward to having you back to next week's installment of Retire Right TV. Have a great day.